Hello everyone, I'm here at the National Army Museum's Reserve Collection at Stevenage, and I'm going to be talking about some various different bits in upcoming videos. The first video we're going to look at here is looking at a sealed pattern example of quite a rare item, which is Boots Urban Patrol, which are a patrol boot issued for use in Northern Ireland. They, as we'll see, tended to disintegrate in various different ways. They wore out very quickly for a start, and also the soles have a tendency to disintegrate of their own accord. So they're quite rare and unusual to see, and therefore obviously it's nice to be able to have a look at an example of one of these, particularly a sealed pattern example, and that's what we're going to have a look at in the video now in a little bit more detail. Hello everyone, so what we're looking at here is a very rare beast and something that's been a point of debate for some time. Again, here filming at the National Army Museum's Reserve Collection in Stevenage. And these are an example, in fact a sealed pattern example, or a pilot model, you can see that on the label there, of the Northern Ireland Patrol boot, which of course is a high leg boot that was introduced for use in Northern Ireland in the mid-1970s for pavement pounding essentially. The British Army's DMS boot and puttees were not particularly suitable for this purpose, and particularly with puttees they're a faff to put on in a rush if you need to go and respond to a particular incident. So what we're going to do in this video is have a closer look at these in a bit more detail, have a look at the construction and look at one of the major reasons that these do not really exist in great numbers anymore. And you can see these ones have certainly suffered quite considerably from disintegration of the sole. So I will just lift the label here out of the way so we can see that, just rotate these slightly so the light's on them in a little bit better angle there. You can see the construction details here. You can see the seam at the rear. Bring this round here. Just rotate them round. You can see smooth leather. The backstay coming up there, coming down at the back there, just to form into the reinforcement around on the heel, as you can see. And then we have more details of the sealed. You see the seal there, and then we have the master pattern label here, which of course we'll get a still of for you to have a look at as well. This is dated 29th of the 1st, 76, and then we have the master pattern number there of 21261, the catalogue reference number, which is the NATO stock number essentially, and then you have the official designation which was introduced, which is Boots Urban Patrol DMS, DMS standing for directly moulded sole. You have the sizes from which these were available, sizes 5 to 12 inclusive, with 3 fittings, small, medium and large, which is for the width fitting. You have the signature there and the date against the signature, and then the various details on the label stating again that this label should not be removed from this pattern. And just to mention here, of course, that sealed patterns were intended as a master pattern for future manufacture. So this is something that the Army has looked at, has said, yep, this is fine, this has been manufactured to a standard we're happy with, and that future manufacturers should match up to this standard as per the sealed pattern. You can see that there, and then obviously the pilot model label here as well. So you can see here the pilot model label with pilot model number 2, and then the proposed designation of Boots Patrol Lightweight, and this wouldn't be the eventual official designation for these boots, but this is the proposed designation at this point. You can see that this is dated 26th of November 1975. And then there's a specific detail here: sole to be of direct moulded polyurethane of sole compound to be SG070 075. And then obviously this label is not to be removed from the pattern, which is the property of the Stores and Clothing Research and Development Establishment. Continue to move this round. We just move the label off the front here. You can see the details of the lacing. And again, all smooth leather all the way around, no toe cap, no pull tab at the rear or anything like that. Very plain high leg boot, black plain leather, as you can see there. So as I say, this is the Northern Ireland Patrol boot, a sealed pattern example thereof. And as I say, you can see here how the sole has seriously degraded, with the heel entirely disintegrated there. And this is just a chemical decomposition of the material the sole was made from, which I believe is a form of polyurethane. It's actually detailed on the label. You may have seen that. And as I say, unfortunately, this is one of the reasons that very few of these survived, as well as them wearing out very quickly. They are a lightweight boot, designed to be easy to run in and so forth. This means that not many of them survive in one piece. So there we are. That is an example, a sealed a sealed pattern example of the Northern Ireland patrol boot. So there we are. I hope you found it interesting looking at that, as I always say. If you have, and you'd like to see more of this sort of thing, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And whether you're newly subscribing or you've previously subscribed, please do make sure you hit the little bell with the notification button down below. That will of course alert you when I upload future videos. If you really like my uploads and you would like to support the channel, you can. Both Patreon and PayPal are linked down below. And as ever, a massive thank you to everybody who supports the channel using those two methods. It's greatly appreciated, as I always say. If you'd like to follow the channel on social media, you can. Facebook, Instagram and Twitter are all linked down below. And if you'd like to get in touch but you don't really use social media, there is of course an email address down there as well. That's everything for this video. So until next time, bye for now.